February's earthquakes turned thousands of apartment buildings into piles of rubble. Many people blame shoddy construction. Istanbul is Europe's most populous city, home to more than 15 million people, and is prone to quakes. Its mayor, Ekrem İmamoğlu, warns the city faces an unprecedented threat.
We don't know when the earthquake will hit. To let our people live in buildings that threaten their lives is, God forbid, to knowingly let them die.
A municipal website allows residents to request their buildings be checked. This building is set to be demolished due to poor construction, while others are being strengthened, with the municipality offering grants and cheap loans to residents. But many people say they cannot afford to pay. They now fear for themselves and their families.
My family's apartment building is a 5-story building and quite old. My brother's family lives there. They are terrified, and their only consolation is they live on the top floor, and if the building collapses, they hope they can survive.
Istanbul is the centre of the country's decade-long construction boom. Observers say that, like developers in the quake-struck region, those in the city benefited from government zoning amnesties that allow them to pay a fine to legalise buildings that violated stringent earthquake regulations.
We will probably see the same here in Istanbul, so we are talking about a big risk. The zoning amnesty has caused a huge problem. It is one of the foundations of the wider problem.
Many developers were arrested in the aftermath of the February quakes, but Turkey's construction boom has driven the country's unprecedented economic growth, underpinning Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and his AKP party's years of electoral success.
Laws and regulations notwithstanding, it's the unstated policy of this government to use every square inch of land, A, to build residential or commercial property expansion, B, to feed an ever-growing group of home builders and construction companies, which in turn finance AKP and Erdogan's election campaigns.
Dealing with the threat of unsafe buildings is now a priority, with Istanbul's mayor warning that 90,000 buildings will be at severe risk when the next earthquake strikes. Dorian Jones for VOA News, Istanbul.